Well, hello internets. Good morning. Here we are. We have ourselves a start to another day. Been a few days once again since I picked up a camera to vlog, but during these few days it's been, well, steady. I've been, digging and searching and catching up on a few things, making a few contacts, getting a couple things going and rolling for the upcoming weeks, months, stuff like that. So it's all good, right? One day at a time, one step at a time, and things will start to come back together once you start getting rid of some of the clutter and things that are weighing you down. That being said, drove by the old house here the other day, and the new owners out there, they ripped all the siding off of the garage, and they've ripped all of the vinyl siding off of the house. Now, when I drove by, it looked like he was pounding nails in from the vinyl siding left over into the wood siding that was covered up once already on the house. Now, I guess it's his house, he can choose to do what he wants, and they're probably just going to relay the new vinyl siding over top of the rotten old wood siding that could be covered up, that could be covering up other things below the wood siding, rather than peeling it off and sheeting the house properly, or putting vapor barrier, or that building wrap, I guess as they call it nowadays, up. But I guess maybe he got into that house thinking it was just going to be lipstick and mascara, and dug around and found some more than what he bargained for, which most definitely there was more going on in that house than just lipstick and mascara. And, before you know it, he will have spent the best part of, $100 and some thousand if he fixed everything that was going on with that house. And it is still only going to be worth about $260, maybe $280 by the time he's done, given the area it's in, the size of the home, the fact it's the age it is, and stuff like that. So there's things to consider in as well, right? You start dumping money into a hole, you'll never get it back out of it, no matter how much you put in it, especially in the market and the way the economy is right now. Because I'm going to be doing my road trip and such, some of the road trip will be obviously in the dark at night areas and stuff. A couple of my stops are could run into the dark, so I decided to go pick me up a flashlight. So I was in the old Princess Auto, and I thought, well, I would go over to the trailer hitch section and look what they have, and lo and behold, they have my trailer hitch that I need on sale. This is the second one that I've bought in the last few years, because I don't know where the first one went. It's not where I thought it would be. It's not in the truck, obviously, and it's not in the trailer where they thought it would be, and it's not in the truck where they thought it would be. So what's a person to do, right? It's kind of the last piece of the puzzle that I need before I start putting things together and cleaning up and organizing, and it's kind of need to be got, in the next month or so before I strike on out. So the last piece of the puzzle now is officially got, which most definitely is good, and that takes a little bit of the pressure off. Well, I've been doing some digging. I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to digging, and I found 5 more stops to add to my list of almost 100 stops now, so it's going to be quite the adventure. 5,000 kilometers in a span of about 30 days will be about 96 scheduled stops. And I say scheduled because there could be other stops along the way that I see things that are eye-catchy that I want to check out. And, well, it'll be what it is, right? So pretty much, guys, probably going to strike on out. Got a couple things I'd like to do today. See how the day goes and rolls from here. And we'll catch you all then. Well, hello internets, here we are. Little bit of afternoon update. Well, the day has been a good day so far. I went out, did some running around. Got a couple more things going and rolling for the day. For the upcoming months and things like that. Then I went and stopped by the local electronics store. My old tripod that I had for a couple of years for some odd reason broke this winter, and it was never crushed or nothing, but I guess it's the way it is. It was like a 70-inch or 72-inch tall tripod, so it's I couldn't find another one similar to replace it with, so I had to buy one that was just about 5 feet tall, so whatever that would be, 52 inches or something like that. I guess you know, I'm no longer doing projects like I were at one time, so the taller tripod is not really a must. It's just to have one in general, especially with the big road trip coming up this summer here. There might be a few shots I want to you know, have a steady cam or a stationary camera on instead of me just standing there shaking the camera, right? And while I was there, I looked at hard drives, and well, I have a hard drive here that was given to me when I had the data recovered back in, what was it, 2017, and for some odd reason in my moves that I have done, I've misplaced the invoice that had the password on it. Now, it wasn't a password that I chose, it was a password that either they chose or that came with the hard drive by default. So I tried looking online to essentially change the password or hack it or shut the password off, and there's nothing. Pretty much, if you don't have the original password, there's nothing you can do about it. So I picked up a hard drive to put the footage on because, well, the laptop here only has like a 500 gigabyte storage, and you know, I might end up filling that up or coming close to filling it up. And there's times where I always like to keep backups, especially of footage that is irreplaceable, and this way I can transfer it to the storage drive, and if the laptop quits working during the trip, then it really doesn't matter, right? I looked at some SD cards, but I got thinking, well, if I have the storage drive and the laptop with me, that is plenty of storage. I don't really have to buy, you know, 6 SD cards to take with me because, well, they will be getting emptied pretty much every night when I stop for the night, so there's no point in doubling up there. Well, because I got a few stops along my route where there's, well, a hike, like we're talking an hour and a half, 2 hours, we're talking about a 4-kilometer hike. I've been trying to walk. Now, one of the downsides about the illness that I'm fighting is the reduced muscle density, or forget the fancy word for it now, but essentially the muscles that I had at one time are gone, or minimum, right down to trying to lift a 30-pound dog to, well, trying to walk more than, you know, half a block or a block. So I'm working on that, trying to build it on up, trying to get back to where I was muscle-wise. And obviously, you know, we all carry a little extra weight now and again, and given what I've been through the last couple of years, it's kind of added up a little bit. And all I will say is stress is a killer. You know, you can do everything you want to lose weight and to diet, but if you're under stress, all that losing weight and dieting doesn't seem to work because your body is working against you. So of course I went for a bit of a walk around the park, and I was about halfway through my loop like I do, and sitting on the bench resting, and when up comes this person and starts talking to me, and they shared stories of their trip across Canada, and they shared stories of parts of their life, and they just shared stories, you know, and it was kind of a neat feeling to bump into somebody at the park who wasn't afraid of talking, who wasn't afraid of me, or wasn't afraid of a stranger per se, and like I was going to follow them home and steal their slippers or something, you know. It seems nowadays we are so afraid of what we don't know that we tend to stay away and shy away from everyone because we don't want to take the chance of running into, you know, the 1 in a million person that might be a little weird. So like I said, we talked for probably 45 minutes, and then she went on her way, and you know, I'll probably never see her again, but at the same time she dropped some really nice insight because she has been through some things in the past similar to what I've been through, and gave some areas to call and people to talk to that might be able to help declutter what is going on in my mind and with myself. It's kind of weird how that works, you know. Sometimes people drop into your life for no apparent reason other than to give you a little tidbit of information, and you never see them again. Well, after that I came on home and had me a little bit of a nap. I was feeling a little sore. I kind of did overdo it here. I kind of have pushed myself. I'm hoping I don't crash. I'm hoping it doesn't cost me a week because, well, there's stuff that needs to be done, but if it does, it does. It is what it is, and around we go. But pretty much, guys, probably going to end it all here. Today was a good one. Tomorrow's another one. Got some stuff I need to do once more. And as always, remember we do have a post office box. The address is down below, as well as links to the social medias. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.